This is genuinely the one that unsettles me the most. Lacari makes a sus admission that scares Rafflegator.
It's something about the like the forbidden. It's like the forbidden.
Oh yeah?
Fruit.
Are you into are you into those that you shouldn't?
Yeah. Then when it's wrong.
I don't know if you should admit that on stream, Lucari. Oh god.
Wait, what do you mean? No, okay, no.
No,
Not
nothing,
like that.
man. Don't worry about it, bro.
Oh, brother, come on, man. Really? No.
See, you know what? All right.
And then what about me? No, call me up. Go ahead.
I don't know. You're scaring me, man. I like them pure. I like it when, when they haven't done much. It's pretty nice. They're
what's
innocent.
wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
You're into virgins?
Okay, no, I didn't say that.
Okay, like, oh, fucking A, dude. Given a different context and scenario, maybe, and I mean maybe, you could come out unscathed with a fucking clip like this, but holy shit. Got a pretty insane story for you guys to go over today. Former Twitch and Kick streamer Lacari has just recently been exposed by himself as he accidentally leaked a notepad full of a bunch of text files and files leading to be very transparent with you, morally deplorable and potentially incredibly illegal pornographic material. Just making sure I don't get demonetized at the beginning of this video. This is a cut down from a stream I did covering all of this. I go through pretty much every piece of information that has come out, including old clips that are resurfacing now given the context of what has happened recently. And additionally, I was able to get a hold of someone who apparently has their own experience with Lacari that also follows into this pattern of behavior that we're starting to see now with Lacari. You will see the messages that I exchange with this individual to kind of confirm and go over their experience towards the end of this video, and of course, everything else. But like always, we're stupid close to hitting 100,000 subs, so if you could consider subscribing if you haven't already. You might think you are because you see my videos a bunch. Just double check for me, do me a solid, give it a like, perchance a hype, and hope you enjoy the video. But let's get started with what has recently come out. Streamer Lacari has been banned on Twitch after opening a notepad that had disturbing things written. This is going to be the lightest way that this is explained throughout the entirety of what's going on. To put it as just disturbing things written is a bit, okay, well, what was going on? So we move over to live stream fails, where a lot of what I'm showing you guys today is coming from. Lacari accidentally leaks his notepad with download links to very suspicious file names. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. They do have it censored.
K feeds. Let me at least add a way to the list of champions that I like.
So that is censored right now. That was not censored on his stream. You can see here, folder couples teens. Just start there. So everyone's gonna start spamming leak. And then we're gonna go ahead and take a look down at the bottom here. Mods are hiding the links because by posting them, you're accidentally sharing them with everyone here on Reddit. The things included in the list: family nudism, lollipop, multiple teen websites, one including teens and animals, another tab labeled 500 JBT. Not gonna say what that stands for, but it's bad. I'll check for the vid that I end up making. I don't know if I want to do that right now though. He also ends up deleting the VOD that contained that leak. That's pretty bad. Seems like a pretty big fuck up. But then I also kept reading through the comments to give a bit more context to some of the stuff that you're reading. Lucari had exposed all this in his live stream. Gonna mirror what I said on the other post. The original post of this ended up getting deleted and re-uploaded censored. Gonna mirror what I said on the other post. Family nudism is the real smoking gun here. It's long served as a gray zone because of the way CSAM laws are hinged on any material needing to be explicit. And there's certain legal precedent for certain depictions not being explicit. More often than not, these sites are run by and used by PDF files under this false precedence and then taken down whenever the owners are caught with the no gray zone stuff. So Lacari, for those who don't know, Twitch streamer, I actually covered Lacari briefly as he was getting bullied by Pirate Software during the OnlyFans drama from, we're approaching close to a year ago, about 9 months ago. And that's all that I had covered him in regard to. He seemed like a bit of a gooner streamer. The family nudism bit, that's a bit horrifying if that is, indeed the context surrounding why it's labeled as such. And unfortunately, it is only going to get worse. But let's just kind of go through the course of action that Lacari took, which involved continuously streaming throughout all of this. This entire breakdown happens live of him kind of working through this. But next, we have Lacari explaining how this shady stuff ended up on his computer. Surely there is a reasonable explanation for this.
How does it end up there? Okay, let me explain what happened.
Also notice that throughout this, and you guys can't see it really here, but people, the person who posted this keeps sending in this message from Lacari saying, Age isn't the issue, it's just.
Surfing a site.
He was surfing a site.
Okay. The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a fucking download. It just got downloaded. I opened up the fucking text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it apparently still stays there. So it was still there after I deleted it. I've told you guys 1,000 times that's what happened. Like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I have like a fucking 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my fucking hard drive, bro. Like a lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on your shit, you don't fucking want it, you fucking delete it, and that's just what happened, man. Okay? Like, that's what happened. I'm sorry, all right? Like, I don't know how many times I have to explain this, but that's what happened. Dude, let's just move the fuck on, please. No one's gonna fucking believe me, man.
I wonder why.
There's no moving on.
Sorry, I don't want you guys to miss this. That is a Chris Hansen emote showed up.
There's no moving on? Okay.
Sorry, now look, I was covering this, like I watched all this, I prepped this stream for you guys, and it's still kind of just like, holy shit, I don't know how in the face of something like genuinely that is potentially illegal based on even what Lacari does in his own research, to admit full blown to having 3 terabytes of downloaded hentai on his computer. He didn't have to do that. Like he just kind of did, which is what the fuck? Okay, so self-report in action. And additionally, he talks about, oh, Windows 11, the issue with it is, this thing randomly downloaded onto my computer when I was browsing one of these corn sites, which, let me just pull up the clip. Let me just...
No, I was searching around the... Mom, I was searching around the internet, and all of a sudden, I was downloading this thing, and I got a computer virus.
I want to see it. Show me what you were downloading.
I deleted the virus. Oh my God, Mom. I had a computer virus, and I got scared that I had the virus.
Now, believe it or not, this is not Lacari with a voice changer. This is a separate incident that I never really covered as I wasn't a YouTuber at the time. But this is a pretty serious situation that went down. This poor guy, his pants fell down. He's trying to explain to his mom the same issue that Lacari experienced, is that this virus just showed up on the computer while he was browsing. It just downloaded itself, which is brutal.
Scared, and my pants slipped down a little, and I was pulling them up. Mom, I'm telling the truth!
And Lucari is also very serious. Now, this is tough, to get back on track here. The way that text document stuff works, him talking about Windows 11 and deleting a text file and all that, although it sounds maybe like it's specific enough that that might actually make sense and be the case, it is not from multiple people doing the test themselves. Repost from the other thread. Hi, what Lucari says doesn't line up with my observations. Notepad does save your temporary texts in tabs, however, the tab's title will match the content. Content equals this is a text. Title equals this is a t ... Here the title is different, which means it's a saved file with a proper title. So not only is it like in the text file that he had up with the link to the file inside of it, it means that it's saved on his computer with a different name. Like, that's how you know for sure. Now he says he deleted the file, which this is also not matching my observations. When you delete the file and you open Notepad, as soon as you select that tab, the text disappears and it will give you an error saying the file is gone. Here he was literally on that tab and got no error, text still there. You can literally test all this and double check it right now. I'm not outright calling him a liar in case he has some different version of Notepad than mine that behaves differently, but goddamn, it's not looking good. Additionally, if it's a saved file, this other person's corroborating correct, with unsaved changes to it or a temporary tab, it has a circle on the right side of the tab. His files didn't have those circles, and the tab title doesn't match the first line. Those were saved files on his drive. He also had multiple tabs in that Notepad window. If it were only one file, it would have only opened one singular tab. And then someone saying to give him benefit of the doubt, if you open a pre-existing file, edit it without saving, then close Notepad, then reopen Notepad after deleting the file, it will show the file name, but it will still have unsaved circle on the side though. But he had multiple files, so I doubt it. Here we have from another Quinn, not me, myself, Quintio, but from Quinn69, I believe.
It's just it's antivirus. No, we're good. We're good. I want the latest version. Okay, so here we go. Delete. Okay. No, it's not there. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Now, he only checked it even with one file, but even then, if it was deleted, it would have done, you know, presumably what just happened with Quinn here. All this stuff's going on. It's going to show it. So he's still streaming. Here's a clip from him still streaming.
Pedophile, 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 pedo. You hit r/Sean. Every Redditor in America is going to wake up to the undeniable proof that you're a fucking freak-ass pedophile as vile as you look. Pedo, 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 pedo.
I need lawyers.
Pedo.
Yeah, I am showing this for a reason. He is continually streaming during this. You'll notice, you know, text-to speech is calling him a pedo over and over and over again. Well, there's a reason for that. Lucari's moderators are scattering. Not even his friends believe him. They started ducking out during the live stream after this. His mod just unmodded themselves and dipped. The fact he's streaming like nothing's happened, he's ill as shit. The rest of the mods are basically fucking unbanning people and disabling emote only. His way of dealing with his own behavior is raising TOS prices. And your stream, dude, this isn't funny. This isn't a joke or something you can laugh off. I hope that this somehow was a mistake or a virus, but it's looking real bad. You need to get help. I'm unmodding myself and unassociating with you. Peace. Continuing on after that, he brings Asmongold into this. So he has, I believe, a podcast where he does content with Asmongold, Lacari does, and they were texting back and forth.
Asmon messaged me and said, bro, you need a separate PC for that stuff. Oh my God.
Asmongold told him he needs a separate PC for that stuff. Now, a lot of people were like, that's crazy that Asmon would like sweep that shit under the rug. Now, he does end up clarifying and confirming. So he has his own like response thing here. This is 3 minutes long. We don't even need to go through this entire thing. People were like, how the fuck could you say that in the face of what was being exposed? And so he clarifies, info had just come out and the clip I saw had the names and everything censored. Obviously, I wouldn't have said this if I knew what the content was. I was expecting that he wasn't just like seeing that this dude had been showing like bestiality shit and like lollipop stuff and was like, that's cool. Keep in mind, he is doing all of this live. That is why so many of these clips are coming from live stream fails, because he's doing a multitude of research, of crashing out. Here's another one, and this is, you know, the reason that this is titled the way that it is. Lacari finds out that lollipop is illegal in Texas, says he'll delete his hard drive. Of course, he fucking asked Grok. You're gonna notice here, it's saying like, oh, you know, hentai is totally fine. However, the situation changes significantly if the hentai involves depictions that appear to show minors, such as lollipop or whatever that is content.
43K?
Okay, I think he's maybe just not quite understanding. I'm sorry for this being on screen. This 43K that he thinks is like a fine or something, this is the penal code. This is not money. This is not a fine. I just think he read it as such and saw this symbol and went, oh, that's cash.
And that's if they think it's like, oh my fucking God. Bro, it's not worth it. Just fucking delete my hard drive.
Now, admittedly, he's not like admitting to or giving up the fact that he is in possession of outside of the links that we saw, which, by the way, one of the links linked to a file containing over 1,700 files. It's something along those lines. I'll confirm it later with you guys. But there was a lot. I don't think he was exaggerating when he said he had 3 terabytes of this shit on his computer. Continuing on, Lacari is still streaming. These mods have started to fucking tuck tail and leave. And amidst all this, he's still streaming and freaking out and clearly starting to not be so happy with this all being live.
I'm joking about it. What the fuck, dude? What are you just writing your own narrative? You're just writing your own narrative, man. What the fuck else do you want me to do? What do you want to do? I'm so sorry. I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking do anything. That's why I'm not fucking crying and sobbing, bitch. I didn't fucking do anything, dumbass. You just want me to be guilty so fucking bad. Shut the fuck up, retard. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so sick of this. You want me to be guilty?
Yeah, he's like, what do you want me to do? Like, he did nothing wrong. It's like, well, it's not really how that looks at all. It's very clear, and I think you guys can see it too, that Lacari is not really taking this very seriously. what he's showing. He's not matching the magnitude for what he is showcasing in front of people live, like what is potentially very illegal in the state that he's in, or just, you know, morally incredibly depraved. And he makes a quick little joke at Mizkif's expense. Lacari accuses Mizkif of sending him the inappropriate files. Miz threatens legal action.
Why would you stream
Actually, Mizkif linked it to me. He did.
Okay. Nice. That is absolutely defamation, and I will be suing you for that.
Ghost put those... Okay, first off, you're a fucking retard.
Idiots.
Because the files weren't on my PC.
You literally just called me a pedophile. If you don't think I'm suing you, Lucari, for everything you just have, you're fucking out of your mind. That's insane what you just said. Insane.
That is crazy.
You just fucking called me a pedophile.
I've covered Mizkif multiple times. You can not like the guy. He's fully in the right. Even if this is a joke that Lacari is trying to make of the situation to insinuate that Mizkif did that, yeah, that like ultra rare exotic Mizkif W handed to him on a silver platter. You can't do that. You can't say when the implication is that someone who consumes that content or sends it around is probably a fucking pedo. So yeah, fucking insane shit to do. Like, I'm blown away. The weird thing about this is, like, again, I said it earlier, but Lacari is taking this so casually. Like, it's so clear that there is such a disparity between his audience and the people that are witnessing this and how severe they believe it to be, because it kind of is, versus Lacari. Like, he keeps trying to downplay this to a point that I believe that he doesn't think this is that big of a deal. Like, I believe that he doesn't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know why. It leads you to believe that he's kind of desensitized to it, or he genuinely thinks it's okay to have what he had on his computer despite him claiming it wasn't supposed to be there and he deleted it and stuff. Picture this happens to you. Like, picture POV, what Lacari is saying is true, that he was browsing some website and this shit downloaded to his computer. I don't know about you, but if I see shit like that, freak out, I'm like calling the cops. Like, I'm gonna contact authorities to fucking get that website checked out. Are you kidding me? In my eye, that's horrifically illegal. That's fucked up. Like, I don't understand why that isn't the response. But I guess, you know, he was live. Maybe there's different reasons for him to behave that way, but it really doesn't look good. He needs a virus scanner. True. To think that all of this could have been resolved if he just had McAfee antivirus. Of course, now we're seeing it here, and just to kind of confirm with you guys, not only does Lacari end up getting banned on Twitch, he ends up stopping the stream, he deletes the VOD. He also gets banned on Kick, which, wow. To get banned off Kick? Oh, whoa. This is kind of where we have it so far. I'm very interested to see how he's going to respond to this outside of what he's already been doing on his live streams. But people started doing a bit of digging. And by people started, I mean, it was like damn near instant fucking taneous. People started finding old clips, and they've now started to resurface on live stream fails and stuff of Lacari having questionable conversations and information being spread about him during his stream. Seemed like harmless jokes at the time. Although admittedly, listening to these, they sound like something you'd be weirded out about. Let's just go with that. 3 years ago, Cuco reviews Lacari's folders.
Folder. My authority as mediator. And he's like, "Are you?"
Lacari, you're getting cucked, bro.
Like, I want to see
another day in the office for you, though.
Show me the folder. And he spent like 20 minutes compiling, and it turns out he's got like 10 different folders, because what happens is after a certain while, he abandons a folder and starts a new one. So he has pictures from like 6 years ago that he doesn't even remember he has. And so
I'll deal with
we spent like an hour or two going through 6 years of pictures. 6 years.
You're actually
telling
the
evolution of his taste.
So yeah, all right, okay, folders with pictures. This is from last year, 2025, year of our Lord and Savior, March 18th. As of specifically, it does just get worse. Lacari, this is genuinely the one that unsettles me the most. Lacari makes a sus admission that scares Rafflegator. I don't want my face on this one.
It's something about the like the forbidden. It's like the forbidden.
Oh yeah? Are you into those that you shouldn't?
Yeah. Then when it's wrong.
I don't know if you should admit that on stream,
right.
Lucari. Oh God.
Wait, what do you mean? No, okay, no, not
nothing,
like that.
man. Don't worry about it, bro.
Oh, brother, come on, man. Really? Oh,
See,
man.
you know what? Why can't you just be like me, dude? I'm simple. I like sluts. Like sluts are great because like they get the job done. It's quick and
that's
easy. 30
boring.
seconds. They know what they're doing, and I don't have to worry about anything.
I want a wholesome girl, you know? Ooh,
You're
woo.
crazy.
I want an ooh girl, you know, that goes ooh XD and shit. I'm like,
You need a therapist. Mine is simple. I like anime pussy. I like sluts. Okay, I don't try to be something I'm not. All
And
right.
then what about me? No, call me up. Go ahead.
I don't know. You're scaring me, man. I like them pure. I like it when when they haven't done much. You know, it's pretty nice. They're
And what's
innocent.
wrong with that? There's nothing wrong
You're
with that.
into virgins?
Okay, no, I didn't say that.
What?
I like wholesome girls.
Oh no! Did you hear the way you? What?
Rob is trying to paint this picture that I'm some sort of fucking deviant, and I don't like it.
Okay, like, oh, fucking A, dude. Given a different context and scenario, maybe, and I mean maybe, you could come out unscathed with a fucking clip like this, but holy shit. With everything that has come out, with other people corroborating that he has fucking 6 years worth of, like, not deleted pictures on his computer, it's just like, what the fuck? And like the forbidden fruit to say that pure, and they're like, oh, you want it with virgins? And he goes, no, I didn't say that. What else is there? Usually it's easier to be like, well, there's an argument to the other side. Like maybe we're talking about people, like he said, that are wholesome, like people that are just like, oh, they're just more like Puritan, maybe like more prudish, something like that. But like he consumes so much porn content, like it's not a secret. It's very clear. When you say some shit like this, the forbidden fruit, you want to taste. I don't know. It really doesn't look good though. And then we also have this, which I would say is probably, that one's bad. This one's kind of just like functionally the worst. Lacari on an old clip from old Mizkiv stream, Lucari takes a lie detector test. Again, I do not want my face on this.
Do you like lollies?
Yes.
Oh no!
But not like that.
Holy fuck. What does that even mean? I mean, his shit's spiked, but I think it's just
Not like that!
You're playing fucking Snake over there. What are you doing?
Not like that. Do you like lollipop? I don't even feel comfortable just saying it as is. And he says not like that. What? How else? How else do you mean that? How else can you? I don't know how this hasn't blown up before this. Am I missing, like, is there some respected artistic endeavor that involves lollipop? Because don't believe so. I, like, genuinely, if anyone has some clarification as to what the fuck that means, he's talking about he likes to get into the forbidden fruit. He, on a lie detector, says that he likes lollipop. And now these files show up on his computer. Usually there is another side to this that I can argue with, but every point that he has made has either been what seems to be a very ill-fitted attempt at trying to justify or explain away why he has the stuff he has on his computer, or it just, there's a rebuttal for it or a counter, or it doesn't add up. And we have this surrounding context of Lacari. He has been doing this kind of stuff for years. All that comes together, it is really hard to see this another way, other than there is clearly something going on. He has content on there that he probably shouldn't have, and he is not treating it with the severity that you would reasonably think someone would take this with. That takes us into a bit of the exclusive information that I ended up finding out about. So shout out to the Discord. We kind of cover drama stuff, and people will, send in stuff to a drama thread that we have to keep people up to date. But I want to go over this because I ended up reaching out to this individual and I got a bit of further context for what this is. Used to date Lacari back in 2015 when I was 20. My body type is very flat-chested and young looking. He illegally recorded me doing adult stuff for him on Skype and shared with his entire guild at the time, then tried to gaslight and deny the video existed / he got hacked. And they include these photos here. Trev doesn't give their full name, just their first name. Known as first party agrees to enter this contract with blank, unknown as second party, or known as second party in June 11th, 2015. Based on the following free mutual communicated consent to the binding legal property of this agreement, to permanently destroy and never possess all audio, visual, and video recordings and files or of the second party that the the first party has access to within 24 hours of this agreement. Also, to never transmit or reveal any of the above mentioned files, with the exception of the files sent to the current holder of the phone number, blank in any form, electronically or otherwise effective immediately. The second party agrees, so that being the victim in this, or the person posting here, to give up the pursuit of legal action against the first party on the grounds of privacy invasion, intellectual property appropriation, and the intentional infliction of emotional duress. They follow up right here as well. No one will probably see this post, but figured I should say something. This sort of thing as a pattern of behavior for literal decades with them. Also, if you ever sent him anything, most likely everyone he's close to has seen it as well. This isn't like a whole ton, and this seemed like a pretty low amount of court jargon. I've read through a few, so I was like, this seems a bit strange. So I wanted to reach out, confirm if I could figure out how valid this was. So I left a comment on one of these posts here to say, hey, reach out to me, and they did. And we had some interactions. They showed me that document again with some of the uncensored bits. They also told me, and actually we're going to go through those messages, that they themselves had written this up. These are our messages. And I did get confirmation, you're going to see it a little bit further down, that we're able to kind of share everything that I'm showing you guys right now. What did you want to ask? And I said, yeah, run a YouTube channel, plan on streaming, going over what comes over. I just want to know if it's possible you'd be able to provide any more information confirming the validity of your experience with Lacari that you outlined in your post. If you want that to be private, I will happily keep it private. If it's possible, I'd like to hop on a call, etc. They said, yeah, I'd like to keep my own personal real-life identity private, so I'm not really prepared to deal with the whole doxing and death threats, but happy to provide more info. And so, yeah, we'll just go over text and stuff. I would be able to give a bit more context surrounding your relationship with Lucari, when it started, how long, and what led into you finding out about this recording. I can't believe I forgot this. There was 2 parts of this post. I apologize. This is the second. This is an audio file, and they just had the photo up next with it. I'm going to let that play here. To give you guys context, this is a TeamSpeak message that was recorded, or a TeamSpeak group. For those who don't know what TeamSpeak is, it was like Discord before Discord. And it's people talking about this alleged recording. And one of this individual's friends went into this TeamSpeak and recorded this audio of them talking about this video existing. And this is how they found out that it was real, that Lucari had recorded this, allegedly.
Whoops. I mean, no, actually, she asked me about the video first.
Yes!
It doesn't matter.
She was fucking trying to get information.
She was trying to bait you into shit.
Well, I said I didn't see it, so there might as well be no video.
I don't think it works like that.
It definitely
I took a
doesn't work
screenshot.
like that.
Well, she asked me if I saw it. I said no.
At least Spoon didn't say who did.
I don't even know who did. I mean, I do, but...
Yeah,
I'll just
never
say that.
acknowledge that Lucari gave it to anyone. Ever.
Never acknowledge that Lucari gave it to anyone. So that's how that ends. We're going to get a bit more context as to what that is. So back to the messages here. Needed that to be a part of this for you guys to better understand. Continuing on to give a bit more context here. Yes, it was around 2015 when we were playing Terra online together. Terra, I think an MMO game. It was an online relationship. There are some posts here in my old blog that shows that me and Lucari had a connection. And there also are some clips on Twitch where I'm playing with him in Terra Online around this time period to, further corroborate this is Lucari. So I went ahead and pulled those up. I can show those to you guys as well. This is one of the Twitch clips here.
No, they're not lucid.
Okay, you're gonna make a generation one?
Okay,
I'm just gonna... on this, Kevin.
Hey Nick, I'm just gonna throw that away.
Becoming a PE hero?
So you can hear they're mentioning Lucari. And then we also have some posts from Tumblr from that time. And so we've got things like All Hail Mad King Lucari here, some roleplay stuff showing fireworks, things like that. Guys, Castle Terra, Lucari always ends up with piles of Elins in his lap for some reason. And these are back from that time period. So it all kind of matches up. It would be tough for me to believe that this stuff was faked, or at least like this information to kind of provide that they were interacting with each other at this time. As the relationship was online, it lasted several months, but we eventually ended up breaking up because of different life goals. The content of the post is about what happened shortly after. During the relationship, we had some explicit Skype calls as it was long distance. In these calls, I specifically asked him not to record, and he recorded this. And I said, would you be comfortable with me showing any of this? He said, share everything I'm saying here, or I've shown you, I don't mind. The way I found out about him recording the Skype calls is because his friend known as Tad, I don't know his real name, texted me some screenshots from the Skype call. Now, that phone number that was included in that document, the non-formal NDA, that was the phone number they're saying from this Tad person. And they had sent these screenshots from that Skype call as a way to threaten and harass me. Unfortunately, I don't have the screenshots, as this was 11 years back on an old phone. I said, threaten you over what? I honestly don't know, but from recollection, it was something along the lines of, look what I have on you. I can't provide any screenshots on this, so you can feel free to mention that if you need to, so keep it with a grain of salt. This is just my recounting of my experience. That's how I found out he may have a recording of the Skype calls. When I confronted him, he gave the same excuses he is giving now. He was hacked. He got a virus. He said his friend Tad had sent him a virus and stole these from his PC with a Trojan horse or something similar. So I asked some members of Man Up, did you see the video? Man Up was the group, it was the guild. And they responded with they didn't see the video, which gave me the understanding that there was a video, even though he denied it. So they were 2025. I just wanted to confirm the ages and whatnot. And then there is a link to a video, and it's on Lacari's YouTube channel, just to kind of confirm what Man Up was. This is at that time frame 10 years ago, I believe, yep, March 20th, 2015. And this is Tara's next update, and he had made a video, Man Up to Your Disadvantage. Now, the audio is stripped from it. Keep in mind, between this and the post, June 11th of 2015. So this would have been just a few short months, like 3 months before that thing was drafted up, that NDA. So continuing on, and actually, this is interesting to kind of corroborate it. So they were talking about that they had a flat-chested build and whatnot. They say, I was 20 and he was 25. I have a petite and flat-chested build, so I appear much younger, though. That may be relevant in the context of the current accusations. This comment here is referring to me. And so we can take a look here, and actually, we have a screenshot here, but I can also pull it up off of the YouTube video because it's still there. Rip Trey Lacari. He was a good guy. All Trey ever wanted in life was a tiny-chested Asian girl with a flat ass. Sadly, if I had to speculate, it was done in by a heart attack. It's just, a joke thing, but it's referencing this same person, or so it seems to be, and that's what they're claiming as well. I kind of follow up asking a few questions too, because I want to, be clear about what Lucari had said versus what this person's speculating on. I said, did he ever comment on that specifically, being flat-chested, appearing younger, or are you speculating based off the recent news yourself? They said he did comment on that. He would say stuff about how he likes how small I am, and he would ask me to put feet in the camera too during these calls. Again, I can't provide proof of this for obvious reasons, but after the Man Up members said they didn't see the videos, they went and had that conversation in my tweet, the audio that we had. And I said, how did you yourself get a hold of this audio? I went to a friend of mine crying very desperately that used to date him, and she took pity on me and hopped into their TeamSpeak while this was going on and got the recording. This is proving that there was a video that was passed around the guild, an illegally recorded Skype video that many people in this guild saw, and the same one that Tad grabbed screenshots from to send me via text messages. Afterwards, I had a chat with Lacari, and we came to an agreement and signed an informal NDA. And so I asked, also, do you have any other screenshots of this informal NDA? They said the unredacted, so they showed that to me. Asked if it was only ever digital. They said it was only ever digital because he was living in Texas and they were in Cali, so only made sense there. They followed up, so it makes sense. Who drafted the informal NDA? And then they were saying, since he is a public figure, his name is well known. It's like, yeah, do you have a Discord? That way you can keep it separate from Twitter. And they said, I wrote the NDA. It wouldn't hold up in court probably, but it's proof that what I said did happen. And yeah, I have a Discord. So they gave that to me. I ended up deleting the message, so not showing that. And I was able to get that information to kind of further confirm that, yeah. So they showed me. I would need to see some more of Lacari's signatures to kind of corroborate the signature that was shown, but I'd be able to. I'm putting my name on saying this seems to be legit. Keep in mind, this was 10 years ago. It is to potentially say, kind of similar to what we've covered with the pirate stuff, maybe Lacari is a different person now, but given the fact the allegations are tying to a pattern of behavior from 10 years ago, given up to the present now, and we've seen other old clips kind of corroborate the same identity and behavior, it's not looking good. And I felt it was useful to share this with you guys as well. Now, this is about where the stream wraps up. I hope you guys enjoyed, found this useful, this compilation of everything that has happened, still kind of recoiling myself. If you did enjoy this and forgot to, check if you're subbed, give this video a like if you liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Adios, peace, bye.